Hi there, I'm Kenneth, the Django teacher here at Treehouse. In Django Basics, we covered a good chunk of what Django gives you for making web apps in Python. In short, it gives you, well, a lot. But we didn't get to cover a really powerful part of the Django framework, forms. Now, if you're familiar with HTML, and I'll assume that you are, you might immediately think, forms? So what? I can make forms all day long. And you totally can. Forms in Django, though, do a little bit more than just make HTML. In Django, forms serve three purposes. They help us quickly generate HTML to represent a form with specific widgets or inputs and all sorts of other goodies. They let us validate any sort of external data. If you can put it into a dictionary, you can quickly validate it with a form. This is a great shortcut for making sure that, for example, an API gave you valid data for your purposes. With another Django feature, model forms, we can quickly create form versions of our models, and then, with validated data, quickly create or update model instances. If you've done the Build a Social Network with Flask course, we used a forms library for Flask that let us create HTML forms and validate their data. We'll be doing something very similar to that in this course. We're going to make a basic form to let people suggest new content that we should cover. We'll have to make a view or two to handle that too, and we'll do some custom validation on it. After that, we're going to look a little bit more at models, especially their inheritance. We'll need these so that we can add quizzes, questions, and their answers to our education app. And finally, we'll make a few model forms for our new models. In fact, we're going to make a mini CMS, a quiz builder for our site. Our site, by the way, is going to look different in this course than it has so far. I finally sat down and created a nice look for it since we're going to be spending a lot more time looking at it. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get started with Django Forms.